Hey, good morning and welcome back to the adventure. Back in Alabama, visiting family and out on another bike ride. It's always good to get out when I'm here. It's been a little hot since we've been here, up in the upper 90s with the heat index above 100. Today though, it's a little cooler, so took the opportunity to get out. Gonna go see what I can find. Continue the landmarks and latte theme of my rides. Let's see if we can find a couple other landmarks to go visit today and check out some more amazing history here in the Shoals. Okay, one of the things when you don't have a map, you end up on roads that go nowhere. So we're gonna have to turn around and backtrack a little bit. This area was not even developed when I lived here, which was 40 some odd years ago. It was just nothing but a bunch of fields out here. And so this is all new territory, even in my hometown. But again, it's always an adventure with me. You just ask my wife. Okay, I'm in Sheffield, Alabama now. I don't know if I trust the street very much. I think the last time I was on this street there was dogs. And I'm not on my gravel bike or my road bike. I'm on the Brompton today. So I don't know if I can outrun a dog on a Brompton. I guess only time will tell. Wish me luck. Architect on some of these houses around here are just amazing. These houses were probably built, man, I would think back in the 50s, maybe even sooner than that. But you can tell, of course, the newer, that's probably an 80s model there. You can tell the newer architect of homes with the older architect. Really cool to see all that blended in together. Okay, so I'm trying to find a bike trail. I know it's here somewhere. I've just got to turn off of this road onto one of the side roads, and I think it'll wind up to the bike trail. And I'm gonna go out and visit the old railroad bridge. I had vlogged that. It's been probably a couple of years ago when I done that vlog. I figured it's worth going back out to that area just to check it out one more time in this vlog series. That way I can include it in the history side of the Quad Cities here in North Alabama. So let's find the bike trail. The Planet Pepsi ball, at one time that was a pretty iconic lit up advertisement that was here in this area. And I'm definitely not on the right road for the bike trail. This is a dead end. Okay, we found it. So this wraps back around the Tennessee Valley Authority property, and we come in the back way to the railroad bridge. Go check that out. Okay, it's downhill to the river bottom or river shore. So that means I just got to climb this hill coming back, which sucks. Not too bad though. I will admit it's nice and cool, a lot cooler down here. It was 90 degrees when we were out in the sunshine. I don't think my Garmin's adjusted. But it's probably at least 5 degrees cooler. All right, here you go. National landmark, or Alabama landmark, for the old railroad bed. Ash Boulevard was built on an early railroad bed which connected Florence and Southport to the main railroad line in Tuscumbia. Trains first traveled along the railroad bed and across the Tennessee River in 1858 after the Memphis and Charleston Railroad replaced the old Florence Bridge with a double-decker bridge, which we'll go check that out. The upper deck was used for trains. The lower deck was open for both sides of the railroad bed to accommodate a busy cotton trade. In 1864, over 29,000 Confederate troops camped and assembled around this site before crossing the Tennessee River prior to the Battle of Franklin in Middle Tennessee. In 1904, the Sheffield Development Company replaced local passenger train service with streetcars, which utilized the railroad tracks until 1933. The railroad was abandoned in 1988 by the Norfolk Southern Railroad Company and was donated in 1993 to the Old Railroad Bridge Company with adjoining right-of-way. In 1995, this property minus the bridge was given to the city of Sheffield. The railroad bed was paved by the city in 1999 and named Ash Boulevard in memory of Laughlin Ash, mayor of Sheffield, from 1992 until his death in 1995. I'm assuming that this road up through here is Ash Boulevard. Okay, so you can really kind of tell the double-deckerness of the bridge right now. So we're going down to the lower deck of the bridge, and if you look at the keep out sign, I would point to it, but I'm actually riding downhill, which wouldn't be too safe. That gate up on top of the hill there, that's the entry to the upper deck side of the railroad bridge. Okay, in 1832, the Alabama legislature authorized the Florence Bridge Company to construct this bridge across the Tennessee River. In 1840, it opened as a toll bridge, twice damaged by storms. It was reopened in 1858 as a double-decked bridge by the Memphis and Charleston Railroad. Additional piers were added to support the large wooden superstructure, with trains using the upper deck, while the lower deck served as a toll bridge. In April 1862, the Confederate Army burned the bridge. Later in the Civil War, the piers were used to assist in ferry crossings and to anchor a pontoon bridge built by General John B. Hood's Confederate Army of Tennessee in November 1864. After the war, both decks of the bridge were rebuilt and returned to service in 1870. In 1892, an engine and 5 cars crashed through both decks into the river. Wow, that sucks. The superstructure was replaced with steel spans, which were still visible. A turn span crossed the navigation channel until 1862, when a lift span was installed and used in 1892. Trains used the upper deck until 1988, as did streetcars from 1904 to 1933. The lower deck served as a toll bridge until O'Neill Bridge opened in 1939. There you go. So O'Neill Bridge opened up in 1939. In 1993, the Norfolk Southern Bridge Company donated the bridge to the Old Railroad Bridge Company. A 1,560-foot long lower deck was restored to serve as a walking trail, with the original piers a part of the present structure. It is the oldest river bridge in Alabama. That's history, folks. So you can see the Singing River Bridge there in the distance, and then you can faintly tell the dam underneath there. That'd be Wilson Dam. And apparently I have a hitchhiker that's going with me across the bridge. And so off there in the distance you see the flags. That's McFarland Park. And that side of the river would be Florence. And you know, stay tuned for upcoming videos. We'll eventually get over to Florence when we come do travels here and show you some of the history over there. And ring the bell and you'll be notified when those videos are ready to view. Okay, I decided to take the street instead of the trail. It's a little smoother, which makes climbing a hill a little easier. And I was so out of shape. Muscle Shoals Sound, one of the major recording studios here in North Alabama. And it looks like I just missed the tour time for 10:30. The next one's at 11:30, which is about 45 minutes from now. So I don't know that I'm gonna hang around for the tour. I can always go get cleaned up and come back and finish this vlog, or I could just come back at another time and do the tour.
Many hours of fun time later.
Okay, so Muscle Shoals Sound recording studio tour is done, and what would a landmark and latte episode be without a latte? So we're going to stop here in Sheffield to see if we can pick up a latte at Groundhog Coffee Company. Oh, they are open.
When you're in Worship, August 17th, open the door.
This is a really neat coffee house. Sitting at the bar.
As well.
That's why I realized it's going to be on YouTube. Okay, so Groundhog Coffee, pretty good place to go grab coffee. I thought the coffee was okay. Food was really good. What do you think? She said, mm-hmm. Anyway, that comes another episode of Lattes and Landmarks. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so and ring the bell for notification, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.
Oh,